I just want to say it's not easy being the angel of authenticity, and this is why. My friend Hippie and Johnny 3 were cleaning out my buddy's van at two different times. There's a whole motorcycle. I heard there was two found in the back of this van that this friend of ours, Sportster, if you know, you know, uh, drives around in. They found two motorcycles. One of them is purple. Now, Sportster's down there, old as fuck. He was the first member that was not a founding member of the Invaders Motorcycle Club back in the 60s. That being said, they don't like being photographed or videotaped, but I'm going to try to give you a glimpse into what I deal with every day and why I am the way I am. So when I say I'm a byproduct of certain people and you don't understand why because none of them people know me, I'm like way old school. So we'll just check this out. So I'm gonna pause it and we'll go back and see if we can't make fun of him for his purple motorcycle. It's his favorite color, I guess. Okay, so here's one of the motorcycles. It's got the rest of the parts inside. Complete motorcycle that was in the back of that van. You couldn't see it all. I guess I should show you the van. I'm not sure where the second motorcycle is. This is the third van I've known him to have. He had this black one when I first met him. And way up in the weeds there, I don't know if you can see, that's where he parked his second one that died. That was his new one back in the day. That's his Sprinter now. He had two motorcycles hidden back there.
Her on my account because of my.
Yeah, but I mean that 8 grand every quarter you were making.
Yeah.
When you clean out the bank account, you're not making that no more, right?
No. No.
Purple is really your favorite colors there, Sportster?
Yeah.
I noticed your 1977 license plate.
I know.
Yeah, that's the last time I wrote it.
Fucking green
The last time you rode it?
Yeah, because I got my FXE.
That's
All
right.
right.
That's when you got that bike.
Yeah.
I heard there was
black
two
one.
motorcycles found in the back of that van, though.
There's
There
two
is,
more.
There's two more in there and a motor.
And there's my FXE over at Hippies in the garage.
There is. There's two more in there still.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I got 4 of them. I had 5.
Hippie says, I helped him clean out his van and then we found two motorcycles in there.
Yeah, I had 5, but my son, I told him I wanted him. I took that to California, and I told him because
He didn't even want it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I wanted to ride it when I was in California. all
I
the
have
time.
never seen you ride yet since you've been in your accident.
Yeah.
Have you rode yet?
Yeah. But now,
You could ride my bike. My bike's super easy to ride. Well, you already rode my bike, my very first one before I rode it, and they let you run out of gas at the end of the stop sign.
yeah,
Yeah, because you know how Russ is with his
Yeah.
gas.
yeah,
He did. He had to push it back from the stop sign. It's like just right there, really. It's like
Yeah.
what 16th of a mile, maybe. You know.
yeah, it rode good.
I'll never forget when I learned how to ride a motorcycle. I woke up and I had been sick in the hospital or whatever, and Russ was like, "You can't die. You have a motorcycle there that needs you.
Yeah,
Who else is gonna ride that little Kawasaki but you?"
yeah, that was a 400, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Man, that fucker was fast though. I mean, it wasn't
Very
fast. It was
fast.
quick, you know.
Yeah.
Because it had 6 gears in it, man. I was smoking the boys on it, but now if I got headwinds on the highway, I was fucked. I was maxed out at 70 something miles an hour, but I got it to go 2 miles over stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they said stock, and I didn't even throttle it out. I was on Billy and Skins Road there, and it just started to rain. I was riding right next to Billy on that shitty road with all the deer. I had to go in. I had to go 94. They said that bike goes 92. I had to go in at least 94, and it would have went further. I bet you I could have got it up to 100 on the right day.
Yeah, it was fast.
But we cut off the shocks and made it a
ran
rigid
good.
frame, and we took off the big tanks and all the lights and all the big seat, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
Sports tank on.
But yeah, Sportster was the first one to ride it besides me.
Yeah.
I remember I woke up and I got my overalls on. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to go learn how to ride my motorcycle." And I was making a drink. It's like 4 a.m. You know what I mean? Like, he goes, "You can't do that." I said, "Oh, I am, and I'm gonna. That's the only way I'm gonna do it."
Yeah.
Ran it right into a tree, and then I freaking took off. And then Billy's like, "Oh, Russ, I killed her. I didn't come back. I still didn't come back. I still didn't come back because I I was afraid to turn, man, because I had run into that tree, you know. And I
Right.
went all the way around total, you know, the four corners there, and fucking made it back. I was cutting through grass. I remember, you know, because I was like, oh, I don't know if I can make that. I better just cut through the grass there, and like. Oh, then I passed up my road because I didn't know if I could make it. You know what I mean? I went all the way
Yeah.
around 39 back up the road, you know. I
Yeah.
came back and Billy was like, oh, shoot. He's like, oh, I killed her. I killed her. You know what? He's like, Russ goes, no, 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 it's fine. He goes, it's fine. She'll do fine. She already got the wreck out of her system. She's going to be fine from here on out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Purple's your favorite color, huh?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big bike for a little guy like you. It's like tall, like Duncan's bike, kind of.
That's how they used to make chopper.
It looks like, you know, like where the tank and the motor's like way up. It's just that its weight is like
front edge,
difficult.
Like, way over.
Like my bike, like you're sat down in the weight. You're maneuvering the weight with your legs, your arms, you know.
That motorcycle right there was the fastest motorcycle in Montreal, Canada.
Really?
Yeah, they said. And I mean, I hung out with Satan's Choice.
Satan's Choice. That's like the one place I wouldn't go hang out.
Yeah,
It's like the
Choice.
Devil's Disciples or something. I mean, come on,
I
man.
lived in a garage.
The Hell's Angels is at least like borderline.
They turned Hell's Angel.
Did they? A lot of people did.
Yeah.
Satan's Choice.
Yeah, Satan's Choice.
They must have been the good ones out of them.
Rock
Huh?
monsters.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like all
Blowing
that.
up judges and prosecutors' vehicles and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess someone's got to do that,
Crack
right?
was the money up there.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I
Crack?
hung out.
Motherfuckers are going into jail. Up there in jails, you get your own dorm, like with your own kitchen and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Hell, even in Stark County now, if you get arrested,
Motherfuckers
you got your
making
own
big money
shower
in
in the
jail.
room and everything. It's kind of like
Making big money in the jail and everything, selling the rock. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's a big war between the rock monsters and Hell's Angels.
You mean like rock, like stone rock, or rock the other kind of rock?
Correct.
Right. I always say
And
I'm a
drugs, you know?
I always say I'm a byproduct of cocaine.
Yeah, you were born during the cocaine era.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you met my mother and father.
Oh, yeah.
There's not many people alive that did meet my mom and dad, you know. There's a few. And I hold them people special in my life because, like, you know where I came from. My
Yeah.
mom could take the white glove to her house, you know what I mean? And we were not allowed if I would have brought home a sweatshirt that somebody borrowed me, it would have been not allowed in the house. I would have had to take it out as a thing. I would have got my
Really?
ass beat if I didn't say where it came from or why it was there, you know, like, you know, that's why I freak out so much. I think about things that
Yeah.
where'd this come from? Where'd that come from, you know? And nobody knows. It's like, in my house, that would have been enough to get toes on the line, lined up and ass beat,
Yeah.
you know, until she found out where it came from. I don't know what my parents did before they moved to Roselawn, but I tell you, it must have been big because they stayed at home for 30 years being miserable,
Yeah.
Right?
doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
What in the Matrix?
I tell you what, man.
Well, I'm gonna have to come back anyway and clean the gas tank because it's been